What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of House Flipper. As always, if you guys are enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. Before we get things rolling here today, I have a little disclaimer. We have an entire army of dudes outside working on our roof. They've already removed all the original shingles. I'm not 100% sure if they're going to re-shingle today, so hopefully we won't be hearing any nail guns. But they've actually been really quiet, all things considered. I feel like working on the roof is actually a fairly loud job, but I haven't really heard all that much. So, that aside, in the previous episode, we finished up the main floor of the property. Today, of course, if you guys missed that, make sure you go back, check out the previous episode. But today, we're going to be working on the basement. I've already started here because I just really needed a solid plan in place before we just went at it here today. So what I've done is laid out 4 different types, different colorways of this floor trim here. And I think I've decided we're gonna go with this dark paddock, I believe that sounds like a fish. That literally sounds like the name of a fish. We're not going to be able to use the good old Umika floor molding that we usually use, but this one is fairly similar looking. The only reason we can't use Umika is because it doesn't actually have a wooden texture, which is kind of the look I'm going for. So it is this one. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it paddock? Maybe I'm getting that confused with haddock. Is it that a type of fish? Doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. This is the one I think we're gonna go with, and I believe it's the top one here. I'm gonna go with that one because I feel like it matches the wood on the stairs the best. So let's go ahead and just get rid of the other options there. But the next thing we need to do is make sure we can find a cabinet set that's also going to match that same type of wood. I'm really trying to do a bar, potentially in this room here. We've gone through this plan a million times now, I'm sure. This will remain a bedroom with an attached bathroom. That's not going to change. The tile and stuff in here could be subject to change, but everything else is going to remain the same. And then in this room, I would really like to do a theater room. If that's not achievable, if we feel like, you know, we just don't have enough space for cabinetry out here with this as a theater room, I'm planning on just blowing out this whole wall on this side and kind of opening it up into a less formal theater room. I don't know how you can have a less formal one, but it's not going to look as stereotypical, I guess you could say. So on to the cabinetry. We're going to go into kitchen, understanding cabinets. Odds are we're going to end up going with the, what is it called? The snowman set, not the pastel set, probably the wooden set. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop down one of these. They don't have the dark paddock, dude. All they have is Brazilian nuts. Ooh, or a light mahogany. That is not a look. Let's see what we can do with this at the very least. We have brownish granite. White marble could look good. I'm kind of tempted to do dark, though. I really want the basement to feel a little bit more warm. You know, basements are usually kind of cold feeling, especially if you have a bunch of white woodwork. So we're going to try to do the dark wood route here today. And then handles, we'll do like a stainless steel. I think that looks pretty solid. Hey, $420, dude. The day is coming up, all right? The day is almost upon us. If you know, you know. If you don't, probably not old enough. So let's see. I do like that. I want to see what it looks like up against the wood trim that we've chosen to go with, though. So let's put that right there. Maybe just elevate this thing up above. Granted, they're not ever going to be really touching, so I don't think it matters all that much. They're just close enough. Dude, all 3 of these are just close enough that from a distance, no one's going to notice a thing. No one is going to notice a thing. I have no idea what the stair wood is. This is dark paddock, and then this is going to be Brazilian nut. A similar wood we've used upstairs, but it should look pretty good. So now that we've got that figured out, we can go through and start getting our floor trim in each and every room, and then I think we'll resume with the cabinetry configuration for this bar. All right, there we go. The floor molding, floor trim, whatever you want to call it, is now complete. Looking pretty dang spicy. So, I know I said I was going to move into the cabinetry next, but I think I actually want to tackle the floor just so we can really see, you know, what's gonna look good with all this dark wood down here. So I'm thinking a tile. So that's exactly where we're gonna start. But I also think we want something neutral colored, maybe like a brown or a beige, something like that. Not a ton of pattern either. Like this right here, way too much going on. I do like the color of it though. Surely they've got something good in here that we can work with. Oh, these aren't too bad. Let me just try this. Let me try this. We'll see what we think. I'll just do this entire room so we can get a real good feel on it. Surprisingly, don't hate this, but I think it would look better in a bathroom. The like hexagon shape is a little strange out here, I think. Like a square tile might look a little bit nicer there. We'll see if we have any other options. This would be a solid choice too if they were square and not rectangular. This looks more like a wall covering to me. Yeah, that's not the move. This one's promising. Let's see what this looks like from corner to corner. It's definitely, oh, it's smaller. Dude, the picture is so misleading. Those tiles look huge. These things are itty bitty, dude. We could get real weird and try something like this. Something with a lot more design to it, a lot more of like a pattern type thing. Not bad. Not bad. Kind of clashes with the countertop a little bit. This one's more of a beige than a white for like the marble bits. No. What this looks like is the original floor, but somebody has soaked it in urine. That looks awful. This could be it. This could be it. It's not. It's not it. Or maybe I'm thinking about it all wrong. Maybe it needs to be lighter with just a hint of brown. That's kind of something, dude. That is kind of something. This time for sure. This time for sure. What do we think about that? It's a little bit too beige, maybe. Truthfully, I think this one's my fave. I don't know why. I'm gravitating more towards this one for some reason. So now that we have the floor for at least the bar area chosen, I'm more comfortable moving into the cabinetry. So I'm gonna go ahead and tackle that. I'll see you guys here in just a few minutes. I've been standing here for a long time now, just trying to figure out whether or not I actually like what I've created. I'm not super crazy about the mirror, though it's kind of the only one that worked. And then I really wanted to try to, you know, sell the fact that this is supposed to be a bar. Most of the bars that we've done in the past don't have any like alcohol or anything on the shelves, so I made sure I added these. They have like a blue sort of backdrop to them, which again I'm not super crazy about, but I think we might be able to make this work somehow. We're gonna go ahead and sell these little string bean lights. Honestly though, they were in roughly the proper location, so I want to find something similar, but obviously not string bean lights. Hopefully something a little bit nicer. I want to try 2 of these things in a stainless steel look, maybe on the longest length. We'll see what this looks like. So I'm just gonna place one roughly right there, the other roughly right there. We do have a light switch. Good deal. Is that as much light as those things output? Dude, that's ridiculous. Talk about low light. Okay, we are just gonna straight up get rid of those. I'm sure there's a better option somewhere. Kind of a shame too, because I really did like the look of those, but we'll try a similar thing with these hanging Edison bulbs instead. So again, we'll try one roughly right there, one roughly right here. Light switch again. Better. We're getting better here, which is good. 2 hanging bulbs is good, but I just don't think that that's quite enough light even still. So we're gonna grab the thing everybody loves, a good old-fashioned ceiling titty, and we're gonna throw this right above the sink over here. See, but now that might be too much light. I have found what we were missing this whole time. LED lights, ladies and gents, all the way along the sides of the mirror. That kind of does a lot. It really does. It adds a bit more elegance to things. I do need to back this up slightly though, so it's not super bright up against the mirror. That looks better. That looks better. And I think once we add the wall coverings, it should hopefully help things along even further still. So having said that, we need to figure out what we're going to do for these walls. I'm going to throw up a big old can of natural beige, and we'll kind of paint just behind these cabinets over here. The blue, like, backdrop to the shelves, dude, is really throwing me off, because I almost feel like I need to find a complementary color to that, and I have no idea what that could be. The beige works, though. It also kind of works with the floor. I didn't want something super light, so there's not a lot of white with the floor, but I think we'll try this. Oh yeah, dude. I definitely think the wall's original concrete texture was kind of messing things up in the space. It's looking better. I still think it needs something else, though. I'm just not really sure what that something else is. But now we're gonna find some bar stools. I'm liking the look of these. I think we actually used these upstairs as well. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on that. But we might have just found a way for us to add in that that blue, that light blue from behind the liquor cabinet. How terrible does this look? Is this just a bad decision all around, or is it kind of a vibe? It's not terrible. Could definitely be a lot worse. I want to try to move these cabinets in a little bit more and see if that changes my opinion. Sort of just having equal space on either end. That looks better. That definitely looks a lot better. But with the bar area now just missing some final decorations, I think we're ready to move on to the next room, which is going to be the theater room. I'm feeling like we have plenty of space for cabinetry out here, so I don't feel the need to open up this big wall, as I mentioned before. Instead, this is going to be a more dedicated, more formal looking theater room. The first thing we need here is obviously a massive screen. So we got the biggest and baddest screen going in right there. I'm pretty sure that's in the center of the room, even if it's not a huge deal. Let's get rid of this other string bean light right there. I think that was the only one. And now we need to find a projector. And I messed this up in the past, but you guys can actually turn on the projector to see which direction it's shooting. Then you can rotate it and figure out how far away you actually want it from the screen. And then on top of that, if you cycle through some of the images here, you can just kind of hit on and off with it. There are a few that are a little easier to see. And after adjusting the screen a little bit as well, I think that's probably as good as that's going to get. So let's figure out what we're going to do for seating in here. The obvious choice is an armchair, but I almost wonder if there's a small enough love seat that we could use. Let's see how big this thing actually is. This is just like the corner. It's a module, so you can sort of build however large of a couch you actually need. So that's the right side. Now we need the left. And the left I'm not going to do a pillow on, but on the other one I did find a nice blue that we can sort of help tie in the blue chairs from the bar area. But on this one, no pillow necessary. We're doing black leather, and then burned beech was the closest wood I could find for the legs. So let's see how big that actually is when it is all together. Dude, I can't even line these things up. There we go. All right, that's looking a little bit nicer. I feel like this could work really well. And to be honest, I might even do the theater seating down the center of the room rather than doing like couches on the sides. You know what I'm saying? So now I almost want like a red carpet. Or why don't we try to make our own red carpet? Right here, we have a dark red fitted carpet. I can't imagine this is gonna look very good right away, but I do want to try it. So maybe if we do something like that, what is that? 4 wide, okay. So then we'll do 3 more over here. This will be our first sort of runner right down here. We'll stop it just in front of the screen, and then we can do an additional one on the opposite side. We just need to bring this over now, a little bit wider right there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's a little tight to do this maybe, but I want to see what it would look like at the very least. Oh, maybe not, dude. Maybe not. Let's try to get this squared away first. That lines up way too good. Way too good. It's like it's meant to be. So now when you enter, you have the red carpet. We'll obviously change the concrete. I'm not going to leave that. We'll change it to, I don't know, something else. We'll find something good. But now we can have maybe just 2 of those. And we're going to choose like the inverse of what we did with the first set. So this side on the left is going to have the pillow. The right side for this will not. Dude, this is kind of sick. Like, this is actually really cool looking. All right, now we need something other than concrete. I'm going to try a hardwood floor at first. Or actually, maybe we just try a different color of carpet. That might probably look the best. We'll try this black carpet first, see what we think about that. It could work, you guys. It could just work. It's one of those things you don't know until you try. That doesn't look bad. And we just need to do the center bit right there underneath the chairs. Oh my god. Why haven't we done this sooner? That looks great. And now we're going to need some theater-esque lighting for sure. I decided to go with the sconces that we've used in a theater room in the past just because I kind of liked the look of them. I'm not crazy about the initial placement. I almost feel like they maybe have to be in line with these couches, but maybe it's something that will grow on me over time. So we're going to leave that, but now we need something on the walls. I'm almost tempted to do some, oh, what's that stuff called? Wainscoting, but obviously not like the three-dimensional stuff like this. I would love to do that. I just don't think it's a feasible thing for us to do at the moment, just because of all the stuff that's in that room. So I'm thinking we maybe just do it with a wall panel, something like these dark brown panels. We'll do a little test run right here. I'm worried that it's going to clash too much with the brown that we've chose for the trim here. Oh no, that actually looks really nice. Wow, that kind of complements it really well. Okay, that's what we're doing then. I'm going to do the entire room with these brown panels. And now the only thing we're missing in the theater room is a popcorn machine, but there's just no way, dude. There's just no way we can fit that thing in here. It is a behemoth. Look at this. Look at this. Almost $500, and this thing is just massive. It takes up almost the entire size of the doorway. It's so big. I don't have a single counter that it could actually fit on and look good. It's just, it ain't gonna happen. Something that is going to happen, though, that needs to happen, is a door leading into our new theater room. And I think I'm actually gonna use a similar looking door to what we used upstairs on that bathroom. We'll try the burned beech wood. It's gonna look a little strange again because I do have to sort of elevate it above our floor trim there. But I think that actually looks really good, and it adds a bit more to that wall too. This wall is just real big and boring, real plain looking, so we'll have to add some like artwork or something else up on that wall later. But for right now, I feel like that is a pretty good filler for that for sure. Man, this looks great. Okay, so now we've got the bar area finished up. We have the theater room finished up, both still needing more decor and things, I know. We'll do that at the very end, as we usually do. And then this is going to be our new bedroom. Actually, the first bedroom that we even have in this property. We have another similar sized room on the top floor, the third floor of the building, this being the basement. So we'll try to figure out something we can do up there to make them both kind of a similar feel. But part of me really wanted to keep the original tile just because that's what the previous owner was going to go with. I'm just not really feeling it. I'm really not. I think we need something that's gonna complement the dark wood floor trim that we've been using a little bit nicer. The blue is staying. The dark blue walls in here, those look pretty good. And then everything else might get reconfigured. It looks like they had the toilet set here originally. They have a small area over here for like a corner shower. I think we can do better. I truly think we can do better. So we're gonna sell all the installations and we'll figure something out here. If this shower lines up right, we'll have a little bit of space to work with too on the edges to kind of do a like a built-in almost. Have some cubbies and stuff inside the shower. So we'll get that assembled. That's looking good on both sides. So we're gonna do a wall here and a wall here. There we go. And then some lintels up across the top just to fill that all in. I completely butchered that. I should have just done the old scroll wheel technique, made it all big. But anyways, that is done. Looking pretty good. And we have a little bit of area to do some cubby work if we need to. I kind of like it open though. We might do a bench maybe on either side. That would look pretty good too. As for the sink and the toilet in here, I kind of want to do those staggered a little bit. So we're going to head back to installations, grab ourselves there it is, toilet plumbing. And I'm going to put the toilet over here up along this wall, roughly right there. And then the sink is actually going to be a little offset from that. And that's going to go right here. So right as soon as you walk through this door, you'll kind of be greeted with the sink. Maybe not the look that everyone would go for, but that's the look we're going for. I'm going to mount up the sink right about here. And the reason I'm going with this one rather than one that would have like a cabinet underneath of it. Oh god, this one's going to leak, dude. I just saw it happen. So this little dial, I guess, thing, I don't know what it's called, you guys. It gets turned when I'm trying to connect the hoses and stuff. It didn't leak? What? It always leaks when that happens. But anyways, the reason I'm not going with the sink with the cabinet and doing something like this is just because it's taking up less space now. It's not going to make the space feel as cramped. So let's grab ourselves a good old-fashioned flatty. This guy right here, and we're going to place this right about there. Ought to do it. Get her bolted into the tile here. We're gonna rip the tile out. That's not staying. Well, it could. It could. It's aight. It's aight. This tile though, that's gotta go. We need to find something better for there straight away. Not white subway tile again, dude. Yes, you guys, we're doing it again. Why? Because it looks freaking awesome. Look at that. Even with the white tile down there, I really don't hate that, but I am gonna switch it up. And I want to try out this gray bubble tile. I just feel like it could look kind of cool for a shower tray. Oh, it does. Oh, it definitely does. And then the tile out here actually still works just fine. And then we can even do a color on the walls in here rather than doing the same, you know, half wall with the tile and all the stuff and things or whatever. That was easily the greatest sentence I have ever spoke. Hi, my name's Gage, and I've been playing way too much House Flipper. My brain is actually mush now, but we need a color on the walls, and I really regret getting rid of the original paint can that was in here, because this color is kind of doing it for me. So I'm going to try to find that one again somehow. Sea Depths. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Wait, is it not? Oh, no, it is. Okay, we're good. Oh, yeah, dude. With the walls all painted, this is looking real nice. So we still have to get some floor trim in here, minus the shower, but I definitely want to do it in the main room here. And then let's go ahead and finish this tile as well. Got all that filled in, so now we need a mirror up above the sink. I'm going to try to stay away from the circular mirror just because we have a circular shaped sink. I just feel like that might look a little strange. Let's just go with the classic, just mirror. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we won't go with this one. That looks awful. I kind of forgot that like not a single mirror actually lines up perfectly with this sink that we've chose. So I'm just gonna roll with this smaller mirror, and we'll see if adding this sort of sconce up above helps things along any. It's gonna look terrible, isn't it? It's gonna look awful. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm pleasantly surprised. Now, the last thing we have to do in here is, of course, the floor trim, but also a door. And I can't remember which one we were using upstairs, but I'm gonna try to just go with that one, I think. Pretty sure this is the one. Anyways, the woodwork is not going to match perfectly. This is actually burned beech. We have dark paddock down here, and then this one was Brazilian nuts. So kind of a mix of the woodwork down here, but it all kind of works together decently well. As for the final room for today, I think we're just gonna keep this pretty straightforward. I'm gonna try to find some nice furniture pieces, starting with a bed that have some darker woodwork to them, and we'll kind of go from there. I think this one's trying to be all like spooky and stuff. It definitely looks like a piece of furniture you'd see in like the castle or something like that, but I'm really digging it, and I like how like ornate it looks. Also, the woodwork is the exact same as the floor trim, so couldn't be any more perfect. The only downside I'm seeing with this is there's not nearly enough space on either side of the bed to put nightstands, so we're gonna have to get creative elsewhere with those, I suppose. But let's see if we can't find a matching set to this stuff. It's called the Nox light bed. So let's try NOX. Oh, we do. And it is supposed to be kind of scary, creepy looking, but that's fine. So I'm just going to do a single little nightstand over there, I suppose. And then over here, I'm going to try to use that larger wardrobe. I think that'll kind of make more sense. Like right about there. And then we could do a nice big like body mirror almost. I think I have one of those actually in interior design from the Steam Workshop. So if we scroll all the way to the bottom, no, not all the way at the bottom. Dude, I got to get better at just like remembering where all the stuff is at in the store, or I guess in the tablet. There we go. Perfectly centered right there, dude. That's looking nice. Looking real good. Let's get like a lamp or something else just to add something on top of the nightstand so it doesn't look super out of place over there in the corner. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. I just don't want to place anything like in front of the windows, you know? I don't want to obstruct the view of, oh, and the fog is back. Hang on, let me disable the fog. For any of you wondering, it's in advanced, in the settings, under fog. You just check the little box, and there we go. Fog be gone. It just looks so much better, dude. I don't even know why there's fog to begin with, tell you the truth. So without a flashlight, this space, very, very dark. We definitely need some good lighting in here. So you already know, we hitting them with the ceiling titty. Roughly in the center of the room, as close as we can get it anyways. Let's try that. Yeah, dude, just one of those outputs so much light. We'll do another one over here. They appear to be equal distance away from the window. I think that's probably as good as it's gonna get, dude. That really helped a ton. Now the concrete's gotta go. The concrete floor ain't cutting it. And I think if we do like the wood that we have sort of upstairs, in not this room, this is marble, but in the kitchen, I think that would maybe be a little bit too much as far as like all this other dark woodwork and stuff goes, but I'm gonna try it and we'll see what we think about it. So we're gonna take the Feliz panels from corner to corner. I'm not even gonna do the rest just because I want to make sure that it's actually something I want to continue with, and it is not. It is actually not. I think I want to try some carpet. We did black carpet and red carpet in the little theater room in the back. So I'm going to try this gray carpet, maybe. We'll see if that looks any better. Let's complete the look just to be on the safe side. That is considerably better, but it looks so plain, dude. Like, I like the texture of the carpet, but I just feel like it almost doesn't look real. You know what I mean? Nope. I'm kind of cool with this. I know the room is not the most exciting thing to look at. Maybe we can do a little armchair or something over here in this corner. There we go. All right, that's not too bad. Again, you guys, I just don't want to screw up the view from this room, especially this being maybe the master. I don't know. The bathroom's pretty small to be the master. This is probably like the guest bedroom or just the second bedroom in the house, so probably not that big of a deal. But the view, dude, the view for this property is like the big selling point. So again, I don't want to screw that up. So that is the bedroom complete. We've got the theater room, we've got the bar, we've got the bathroom attached to the bedroom in here. So now I'm gonna go through and add all the little bitty decorations and things, try to make the space look a little bit nicer. And I will see you guys here in a few minutes. It'll probably be more like a couple of hours, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? Actually didn't take me nearly as long as I thought it would. Also didn't really require as much decoration as I thought it would. But as we come down the spiral staircase here, you'll notice we have a few little movie posters over here, each one with its own light sort of illuminating it, making it look a little bit nicer. Over here with this painting, I was really just trying to find something that that brought out the light blue from the liquor cabinet and also our little bar stools right there. So I think that really did it. And then we have some pizza. We got a slice missing over there, so the slice that's missing is obviously on a plate. Back behind the bar, we have just a couple like additional little bottles to make it not look so uniform, because both of these shelves are the exact same thing. And just adding a little bit more extra decoration, I think, really helps here. We have soap dispenser, paper towels, the whole nine. I didn't actually talk about this. I mentioned in the previous episode, I believe, that I didn't really care for the sink because it has that curtain. I decided to use it anyways, and with the black curtain, it's okay. It's definitely growing on me. for sure. Also didn't mention that this entire row of cabinets is actually away from the wall ever so slightly all the way around here because I did the trim first and then just didn't want to rip it out and redo it. So I just kind of moved everything forward and to the left a bit, but it's looking good. It's looking real good. We got a little Cairo poster thing over here from Egypt. And then I haven't done any plants in the house at all, I don't think. Unless I'm wrong on that, but I don't remember placing down any other plants, so I made sure we had at least one down here in the basement. But I think that about does it for the little bar area. Now I'm gonna save the theater room for last because the bedroom over here ain't nothing changed. The only thing I added was a laundry basket to make it a bit more realistic. But I just and this trunk or something. It's like a storage trunk, something along those lines. But I just couldn't find anything else that I really felt would fit in this room. It's a very large space. And again, gotta try to keep these windows clear. Gotta have a nice view. In the bathroom, I've added small, subtle decorations. I continue to forget to add a towel or a cloth, something to dry your hands after you get done using the sink. So I made sure I added one of those. We got a couple little soaps, a little smell good device over here, trash can, waste basket, some more toiletry things and whatnot. I ended up not doing the benches in the shower because I tried it and it made it feel a bit too cramped, a bit too small. So I just decided to go without. Some more candles up there and that little thing up on the wall, but that about does it for the bathroom. So last but not least, ladies and gents, we have the theater room. The only thing I've done in here is added some more movie posters. I really wanted to try to find like some good speakers, but for the life of me, I just couldn't find one that I actually wanted to use. Like I want one that's gonna mount up in the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like I need some that'll go like right here or over here, just anywhere but on the floor. I feel like floor speakers just look super tacky. So we're gonna pretend that the theater room has a booming sound system, but that is all she wrote, ladies and gents, for the basement on this property. The next episode, we're either gonna tackle the outside, the exterior of the property, or we're gonna work our way upstairs and see what we can do up here. We have a master bedroom and a room that I have no idea what to do with yet, and another room that I have no idea what to do with yet. So this might be the last thing that we touch on this place, but I'm pretty excited to take a look at the rest. So with that being said, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.